We all want to make progress in our careers. We all want to grow on our path, earn more money, and take on the cool, advanced work that only senior employees get to do. But how do we get to that point? The question you need to ask yourself is this: do other people trust you? This is not a question of your skills or experiences. It's a question of your personal character. Do other people essentially feel that you are honest, that you try your hardest every single day, and that you get along well with others? It doesn't matter what your skills and experiences are if others think that you are lazy or selfish or fake. They are not going to want to give you any more power or authority. So with that being said, what is trust? How do we gain it? Now, trust can seem like kind of a vague concept, but if you really think about it, it has three underlying concepts, which is authenticity, reciprocity, and consistency. Now, the first element of trust is authenticity. Authenticity is where your actions match your words, and both your actions and your words match your values. You are willing to describe the rationale behind your actions and the things that you do, and if you make a mistake, you're open about it. You own up to it and take responsibility for fixing the problem. Another part of being authentic is not twisting reality and gaslighting people. If things are going terribly at work, you say so. If a client is being abusive or leadership is failing in some way, they're not communicating properly, they're not coordinating properly, whatever it is, you express your feelings and let them know so changes can occur. If things are going really well, you have a colleague who's just knocking it out of the park, doing a tremendous job, praise them, tell them, let others know about that too. Once people understand that they can go out and take your words at face value, that there is no hidden motive behind it, you will have their trust and you'll be able to really advance your career as a result of that. The second thing that is involved with trust is reciprocity. No one trusts people who only take and don't give. I have a friend whose sister falls into this category. She only ever calls my friend whenever she wants her to get involved in some get-rich-quick scheme or to volunteer her labor for some event that she's hosting. Whenever my friend calls her back, she never answers or she's always busy. It can never help my friend out. It's a one-way street, and it's an unhealthy relationship. It's gotten to the point that my friend actually hates getting a phone call from her because she knows it's just an attempt to use her. So don't do the same as this. If someone helps you out, you help them out. Even better, you help them first before they even do anything for you. Another element of reciprocity is that you go out and respect others' interests as well as their goals. If you help others achieve their goals, they will help you achieve your goals. Besides this, there's also sharing information. If you hear about something that's going on at work, or something going on in the industry that you know will impact your colleague or your boss, let them know about it. By giving them this information, they can take action to get ahead of any problems that might crop up, and they will appreciate you for helping them out that way. Finally, reciprocity is also tied to keeping confidences. If someone goes out and tells you a secret, it's your job to go out and keep your mouth shut. They took a big gamble in giving you that level of trust, and it's up to you to maintain that trust. Now, obviously, if it's some secret that breaks the law, okay, it's a whole different scenario. But outside of that scenario, maintain your silence. In this case, really, loose lips will sink relationships. The final element of trust is consistency. This is where you behave the same and perform the same or close to it every single day. People trust those who are predictable. They do not trust those who are unpredictable. If you go into the office and you have a coworker and you don't know what they're gonna be like on any given day, this gives you a lot of stress and drama that you just don't need in your life. You don't like this person and you don't trust this person. So do the opposite. Be someone who is consistent and predictable. I actually had a colleague who this describes. He was a high flyer. Again, this is actually a colleague from a few years ago, but he was a high flyer and he did so well making our customers happy. The company actually gave him 2 distinguished awards for his work. But he was inconsistent. He was like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. He would come in one day and he would be so warm and positive that you would just wish he was your best friend. He was so amazing. But then on other days, he would be cold and prickly. He would say terrible things to you at the slightest mistake. Things like he hoped that you would get fired, for example, and would just tear your face off. Now, what eventually happened with this guy was that he produced such great results for the business that management took a chance to go out and promote him to lead the team. But as a result of this, every single person on that team left. It was one thing to go out and deal with that behavior in a coworker. No one wanted to go out and tolerate that in a manager. Who wants to go into the office thinking that one day your boss could be a saint or a devil? Who would put their career in the hands of that kind of person? Unfortunately, there is a sad end to the story. My colleague here eventually had to go out and basically run the whole operation by himself. He was putting in crazy hours and burned out and just crumbled underneath the pressure. He went from being a high flyer, a guy who was on the fast track, and actually got fired only a year later. His inconsistency doomed him. Now, again, this is my own personal theory about what goes into trust: reciprocity, authenticity, and consistency. Now, I actually want you to go out and take some time to analyze individuals that you know in your life. Think about those who you trust a lot and those who you do not trust at all. And really think, what are the actions and behaviors of people that I trust that make me feel that way? And what are the actions and behaviors of the people that I don't trust? What about that makes me feel that way? I think that if you go out and analyze a few people like this, you will see this model really holds up and has a lot of value. And frankly, if it describes them very well, it also describes you very well. So you should go out and live by these principles every single day. And if you do so, your career will really take off and go much higher than you ever would have imagined. If people believe that they can go out and trust you with their interests and with their welfare, they will go out and help you get the things that you want in return, including the pay raises and promotions that you deserve. Now, if you found this content at all interesting and you want to learn more about how to maximize the value of your time in the office, please click the subscribe button below for more videos. I will continue to produce more content about how to get promoted and how to get pay raises, developments in the job market, how to deal with the challenges that you'll confront in the workplace, as well as viewer Q&A. I'm here to help you out, and I hope you found some value in this material. Until next time.